I always knew that God was there. He was the creator of this universe. I never doubted that, ever. You just have to look out the window to see God's creation. You know that whoever created this was God. It just didn't come into being. No one could fool me with that. No way. My name's Christina, and I live at Redcliffe. I've been born Brisbane, but I grew up in Kippering. I first heard of God through my next door neighbour. He used to pick up all the children from the neighbourhood and bring them to Sunday school. So I did that until I was in my teenage years. I was at a concert where they gave the call to if anyone would like to receive Jesus Christ as their Lord and Saviour. And I prayed that prayer. I was about 13. I really felt a drawing and a real connection with God at that stage. I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Saviour, but being a rebellious 13-year-old, I went my own way and got myself into a lot of trouble. I grew up, and my sister Jane was born again. And many years later, and she asked me if I'd like to come along to church, which I did, and was born again. I got married very young. I had a child very young, and that marriage didn't last very long at all. I left, and wasn't a very good mother, so very bad at that stage. Yeah, I had a lot of depression in my life. I couldn't seem to get out of it. It was like a pit, like a aspiring pit, where people just disappear and keep going. I knew I had to get out of that situation, and looking back now, I felt as though that God had his hand upon me my entire life. I was in a job where I felt as though that I wasn't getting anywhere. I used to work for Capital Aluminium, so I just felt as though that I wasn't getting anywhere, and I would be better or useful doing something else. I was starting to get older. I just did nursing after that, so I was in the job, and I was looking after aged people, aged care. Yeah, I did triathlons for about 8 to 10 years, and I really enjoyed fitness, and I lost a lot of weight. I got really fit. I felt something missing all the time. I had this feeling that I needed to reconnect with God. I really felt His drawing, and His drawing to me. I really wanted to reconnect with God, but because I was in a relationship, I didn't know what to do. So I kept my relationship up. And then one day it just happened that I asked God to come back into my life again, and I knew I needed to count that cost, which was, weighing on my my mind. What do I do? How do I do this? And so I counted that cost, and that relationship ended that day. I was looking for a church. And just couldn't find any place that I felt at home. My sister said, "Come along to church," and to her church, and so I did. I felt at home instantly. The people were friendly. Everyone was eager to get to know me. I really felt a connection with God at that particular time, in that place, in those people. I really felt that I was at home. I had found home. I felt a real peace, a real time of learning about God and having a relationship with God. I felt as though that I felt as though I was home. I knew I was home. As I learnt more about God, and it's an ongoing thing, learning about God. I want to know God more and understand Him a lot better than what I do. He's not just a friend, He's my Lord and Saviour. I'm totally different. I feel as though I'm confident because I know that God is got everything in hand. The time for me now is irrelevant. You know, I'm here to serve God. I'm here to go on with God. I want to know everything about Him, and I just feel so much at peace now, knowing that God is in control of everything. He is working in my life and bringing my life to a point where He's going to use me. It's been a journey for me. It would have been so much different. I could have saved myself a lot of heartache. If anybody out there has made that commitment to God and drifted away just as I have or had, go back, talk to God. He's ready to listen to you. He knows everything about you. I feel so much joy has been restored in my life. It's hard to even explain the peace, the joy, the happiness, the love that I have for God now, whereas before I felt empty, alone. Yeah.
To see more impacting stories, please click the link in the description.